Well, I hadn't meant to actually put up another video today, but I'm sat here in my coat at the desk. I've just been uploading these photographs that I took, and there's a few little videos on here as well. They'll be coming up after these photographs. As you can see, I've finished the little wattle fence, and I explain in the videos how I'm going to continue with this. I've also been digging in the edge of the path and clearing all the weeds around the rhubarb, as you can see here. And find this pot. I keep finding things here in the garden because if you can imagine what 17 years of planting has created here, it's quite a magical place because there's so many little hidden parts now to it. So I'm forever finding things and digging things up as well when I do go digging, which is quite rare, but today is one of those days. So you can see here all the various tools I've had there. I think I've taken about 3 wheelbarrowfuls of garden waste from this area down to the compost heap, which is down beside the compost bins. So there's some photographs coming up after the little videos, and I'll talk you through those as well. So for the time being, and I would just enjoy the videos. My body's aching, by the way. So, like so many tasks that I start here at Bealtaine Cottage, working on my own, I get distracted. And I don't have anyone calling me back onto the job, you know. But a bit out of breath because I've just scooted in to get this camera. Okay, so I had to stop for about 20 minutes to cut all the dogwood. Hang on, where am I looking now? Up here, okay. So that's just some of it there. That's just a small pile of it. So I've laid the curtains down. I'm very surprised that they actually fit, more or less fit. And I've got this area here, but I've moved one of the rhubarbs. It's going to be over there, you see. And I'm going to continue the fence up along here. So I have my little, what's it called, a club hammer, I think. That's a little club hammer which I use for knocking in those bits of fencing post. So I'm going to take the fencing up along there and then across here as well. And I don't know if I'll take it down along the rhubarb. I don't know. I'll have to have a wee think about that. But anyway, I've managed to clear most of the ground. As you can see, I've got a wheelbarrow full of quite vigorous weeds. The meadowsweet being very vigorous. And I've got lots of meadowsweet down along the bog garden by the stream, you know. So I'm pretty pleased with this so far. Now, I do think I just might have a second cup of coffee. What do you think here? Oh, by the way, there's a good overlap in those curtains, so nothing can peek through. And I also want to say a big thank you to all of you who have supported Bealtaine Cottage through Patreon or through purchasing a book. It's great because it does actually give me an income and allows me to keep going here at the Bealtaine project. So I'll do another little upload. I'm going to join all these little snippets together. So this is it now, I think, for today. Now, something that I dug out that I put into the ground years ago because it had broken was this big pot. And what I'm going to do, because it's a bottomless pot now, I'm going to use that somewhere along the edge of the bed to put some herbs into. So this is still Wednesday, and I've developed a really bad toothache, by the way. So I may disappear for a day or two in sympathy with myself. I've been trying to get through to the dentist. But anyway, that's another story. So what I've been doing here now, I've bedded in the rhubarb over there behind those pots. I've laid the pots out on the edge just to make sure that this is kept down somewhat, and I've parked the wheelbarrow up there in the middle. So I've been digging in the edge of the path, clearing all the weeds from the rhubarb and banking up the earth around the rhubarb. Got a big bucket of weeds to get rid of there. I've decided to, and this is just an idea in my head at this point in time, to make a path coming in around here, okay, where that seam is in the curtain. So take it in and then round in a little bit of a gentle curve, and then up through the middle of this. So it'll be a very narrow path, just enough for me to walk on. And that way then I'll have the beds on either side. So I won't have to do sort of individual paths between beds. I'll just do the one long one, sort of coming in like this, and up and round and through to the end. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to stay with that idea. I'll sleep on it anyway. I'll think about it. And do the path with bark chippings. So then it can, at any later date, then just become part of the entire vegetable bed if I decide to go that way. So, it's coming together in my mind's eye. I'm developing a picture of how it's going to look. It certainly looks better with all that dogwood gone from there. Well, it's just, you know, the length of it's been cut. It'll all come back on again and be rather splendid. I've got to take those two big lengths of willow out growing up there as well. But that's a job for tomorrow as well, I think. I have to zoom into town now to get a few bits and bobs. I've run out of spuds, so I need to get some potatoes. There we go, so far so good. You know something, when I'm making these little short vids, I'm thinking to myself, oh, it'll be a minute or two. I'm looking at the screen, and this has gone over 3 minutes. Oh, okay, I'll leave it there. Well, this is just a little chance to talk you through some of these photographs. Yeah, it's quite a big space, this new vegetable garden, and it should work out quite well because it gets the sun, it gets a lot of the early morning sun, it also gets the afternoon sun, and it's very surrounded by plants and shrubs and trees. So it's a beautiful sort of open space within the garden. I'm really looking forward to going to town on the actual design and getting those bottomless pots installed, because I think that that's going to be very inspirational for any would-be gardeners out there with limited space. And of course I'll be using these dogwoods that I cut because I've got a bit more wattle fencing to make. And you know, the wattle fencing has been so enjoyable. It's just basic weaving and it's been really enjoyable doing it. So I may do some more across the garden. So until tomorrow, or maybe the next day, blessings to you all.